Guys, there is a beautiful statement that if you want to get something which you don't have, അതായത് നമ്മുടെ കയ്യിൽ ഇല്ലാത്ത എന്തെങ്കിലും നമ്മൾക്ക് കിട്ടണമെന്നുണ്ടെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ യു ഹാവ് ടു ട്രൈ സംതിങ് വിച്ച് യു നെവർ ഡിഡ്. നിങ്ങൾ ഇന്നേ വരെ ചെയ്യാത്ത കാര്യങ്ങൾ നമ്മൾ പലതും ചെയ്യേണ്ടി വരും. Last week I spoke to one of my friends regarding how to speak English for beginners or how can we start speaking in English. So he told me a wonderful story, a story of a priest and a cat, and this story has a beautiful connection between our beliefs about how to speak English for the first time. There is a common belief that we have to learn the grammar. We have to be clear about the exact grammar rules and regulations. If you have no idea about the grammar, then you cannot speak English, right? My name is ഷിജു തോമസ്. വെൽക്കം ടു മൈ യൂട്യൂബ് ചാനൽ.
നീങ്ങി ഒരു ചുവന്ന സ്വിച്ച് കാണുന്നുണ്ടോ? ഈ സ്വിച്ചിന്റെ കാര്യമാണ്.
If you are watching this channel for the first time, consider subscribing, and I'm sharing my experience, tips, tricks, and some kind of different ideas. If you like this video, press the like button and let me know your feedback. So the story was like this. In Japan, there was a priest. He was very popular for his meditation class. Very popular. His meditation class was entirely different, something special, something really attractive, or something is there. Some kind of God blessing, right? One day, few new priests, they came to attend this meditation class. They came from the different places, like nearby village, nearby cities. So they came to attend. They came how he is taking a meditation class, what's the difference in his class, or what is a specialty, how can we learn that one. So they came for the training purpose. So the class was going on. The specialty of this the senior priest is that he loves cats. You know, cats. So when he was taking this meditation class, he always kept one or two cats near to his seat. So they always roam around, they walk there, they don't make any sound, they just walk around the meditation class, or they just sat near to him, they look at him. So when this new priest, they came for the training purpose, once they completed the training, they went back to their places. So once they reached there, their superiors asked, how was the class, what is your experience, what is the specialty, what do you think, why his class was entirely different from the other priest. So they told the secret of this meditation class, or the secret of that class, or specialty of the class is you have to keep a cat in the meditation room while taking the class. This was the message. This was the message because that was a different thing apart from the other priest that he was doing. While he was taking the class, he used to keep one or two cats, right? So the new priest, they came for the training, they thought this is the secret. If you can keep one cat near to your seat while taking the class, you will be master, your class will be special, this will be something stupendous, exclusive, whatever it is, right? They spread the story like this. So this story become more popular. Then everybody started discussing about the secret of that meditation class just because of the cat. And the cat was much popular than the priest. And they said, if you want to make it more popular, or if you want to make it more attractive, keep a cat. Keep the cats inside the meditation class. Then everyone started keeping cats inside the meditation class, and it was going on. And the senior priest who was popular for that meditation, he died, he passed away. Then after many years, after maybe like 60-70 years later, there was a new priest. He was also very good at meditation. So he started taking meditation class. Usually, obviously, there should be cat in the meditation class, right? So this new priest, what he decided not to keep a cat because he comes to know that this cat is not doing anything for me, and there is no importance of this cat while I'm taking my class. I'm taking the class, this is my tricks, my tips, my specialty, my ideas. What is the role for this cat? So he informed this one to his colleague, the other priest, that we don't want to keep the cats while taking meditation class. So everyone opposed. They said, no, this is going to be a bad idea. For many years, everybody was using the cats in the meditation rooms to make it more attractive, make it more stupendous, make it more exquisite, right? But if you want to stop, then this is going to be a different thing. But this priest was really confident about his skills. He decided to stop keeping the cats inside his meditation class. By God's grace, this priest was really talented. He was really blessed. when he was taking the class, it was really good. It was awesome. Everyone loves his meditation class. His class was really good. Then another viral story started spreading. They said, now there is a priest who can take a meditation class, really super class, without a cat. Without a cat. The story was the story was spreading like this. They said, now the priest is really good. He is taking the class without the cat. So it takes another 40 to 50 years to believe that the cat is not really required for meditation, or the cat is not playing an important role in meditation. So it took almost 200 years to clear that cycle. 200 years back, one priest started with a cat near to his seat. Then it became a story. After another 100 years, another priest came. Then it took almost another 100 years to clear that story. That means even if it is a fake story, if it is a fake belief, it took almost 200 years to clear that one. This is the same concept why I'm telling. Actually, many people, or a lot of us are believed that if you want to speak in English, you have to be thorough in grammar. You have to know all the rules and regulations. You have to know everything. You have to learn the entire vocabulary. You have to know this one, that one, this one, right? If you are in a different place and the other people who are there, imagine if they don't speak Malayalam and they speak only English, and you are really thirsty, you need some water, right? You go to the shop and you just tell them water, just tell them water. So what is the message from that water? That means I need some water, right? So the salesman who's there in the shop, it's quite easy for him to understand that I need some water. So he is going to ask like this, cold or normal? So you'll say, okay, cold. Okay, cold. So he will give you one cold and you pay that amount and you got the water, right? There is no complete sentence, right? You just told him water. And the next sentence was cold. No more conversation. But is this conversation is perfectly all right? The communication was all right? Yes, it was not a perfect. Grammatically, it was not correct, or it is not a complete sentence, or it is not like it's not a beautiful sentence. It's not the right way to ask. These things are right. We have to understand one thing. This is a language. Language is used to communicate to others. This is not to show your intelligence or your IQ or your ability to speak or your speaking skills. No, nothing. This is just to communicate what you need or what you want or what you want to speak. This is just to convey your message to your other colleague or the other people, right? So the message was clear, water. He got the water, right? So use English as a language to communicate, not to anything else. So while going for the job, while for the interview, while traveling around, this is a tool that will help you guys to communicate with others, right? So if you want to start speaking, it's not really required to be fluent in grammar. It's not really required to learn all the vocabulary, or even if you don't speak with complete sentence, if you can speak with broken English, still it is fine. Communication is really important than nothing else.